What up? What up? Welcome into First Strike over here on Sports Money with the two best guys on the UFC Saturday stream to do it for us, coming live with you guys, giving you some action to get ready and pre-game bet. We've got a big Saturday card. It starts at 5 p.m. Eastern. These guys are going to come through and give you guys three of the fights they'd like to get this card rolling. You guys know we'll be live streaming on Saturday. Best to do it. But we figured we'd get these boys together early and see what they're doing to get to the window fast. We want to get on top of this line movement. Welcome in Subhuman, Gaucho, MMA Jeff. You guys have been great on these Saturday live streams. How we doing, Sub? Happy Wednesday to you. It's June the 5th, but we're just a couple days away from a big Saturday, my guy.
Yeah, great, man. Doing great. Looking forward to Saturday. I kind of sneaky love this card. It's not the highest level card, but it's full of fun stuff. And I think there's money to be made. I think there's good value here. So looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun Saturday.
Let's have ourselves a Saturday, Jeff. I know we got big things coming here. You just back from vacation, ready to get into the UFC, fresh and recharged. Are you ready to attack this card tonight?
Ready to roll. I'll tell you what, I agree. I think this is a sneaky, profitable opportunity for this card Saturday. 14 fights. Hopefully some of these don't get canceled, so we get a full card. But yeah, I think it's full of some exciting fights. The more I looked into the card, I was like, man, these are some pretty tight matchups. So looking forward to it. Excited.
Well, I appreciate you guys taking the time to put some of your favorite spots together early. We can capitalize on line movement, maybe use these to build parlays, get it all ready to go for Saturday. We got three big fights to go over. We'll get you guys in and out of here. Quick hits to get this thing rolling here with First Strike. And we're going to start off with my guy, Subhuman Gaucho. The first fight that he wanted to bring to you guys here, he talked about it. He said the more he looked at it, the more he got excited about it. It's number 55, Julian Marquez, 9-4 on the season. 112 ranking, and Zach Reese, 6-1 in his career out there as well. Sub, talk to us, my guy. How are we getting paid on this big fight here? First big opportunity on the main card tonight. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, this is my favorite money line of the card, and by a pretty wide margin. I really like Julian Marquez here, the Cuban Missile Crisis. Zach Reese, I'm not going to say he's a bum, but he might be a little bummy. He's got a nice little record going, but he's been crushing cans on the regional scene. He's been doing it for a while. He had an amateur career that started way back in 2012. So he does have some experience around the gym, but as far as experience in the cage, it's not really there. Barely got 15 minutes or something like that. And, as I said, he's fighting, pretzel vendors, as our guy Uncle Weezy likes to say. This is a perfect matchup for Marquez in a couple different respects, I think. Reese is a real front-loaded guy. He's going to go crazy right off the bat. Julian Marquez, also very aggressive, a brawler. Julian Marquez is really hard to get out of there. He's on a 2-fight losing streak. But if you go back and watch those fights, you had to practically murder the guy to get him out of there. He got starched by RoboCop, but there's basically nobody in the division that's going to take the shots that Julian Marquez did over and over in that fight and stay alive. And Julian Marquez, he managed to shell up and take all the damage. He was a bloody mess, and he just kept going, just kept coming, even caught him a couple times. Getting, TKO'd by Marc-Andre Barrio, not the best look. MAB is not really a power puncher, but you go back to that fight, Julian Marquez looked really good. He was hurting MAB quite a bit in that first round. Looked like he was going to come away with it for a while. Eventually, MAB was able to land some real hard elbows and just swarm him. But it took, 3 minutes of constantly throwing punches and landing elbows and just over and over before he could get him out of there. So in this case, Zach Reese, he's going to come storming in. He might land a shot or two. He's a dangerous guy. He's got some slick jiu-jitsu. But Julian Marquez is going to be able to weather that storm, and he's just going to keep coming. And eventually, I think Julian Marquez gets him out of there, whether it's by TKO or sub. Is a little difficult to say, but we'll talk props more on Saturday.
Great stuff out there. Love the Cuban Missile Crisis. The guy is not afraid to wear damage early and often. And right now that price looks like it's about a minus 134. Exciting. That should be a fun matchup on the main card. Let's roll on. We've got another big fight here. This one here, MMA, Jeff wanted to dive into is Raul Rosas versus Ricky Turcios. And I'm sure I butchered it. But Jeff, we got an opportunity here. Raul 8-1 in his young career. Ricky also pretty Ricky 12-3. How you getting paid in this fight?
I'll tell you what, this one was originally, it got canceled. It was originally scheduled for February. And I'm not sure why it got canceled. I don't know if somebody got sick or hurt or missed weight. I'm not sure what happened there. But this one has been a long time in the making. Ricky, he had the KO, Ricky had the KO loss back in 2018, and he's never been submitted. Gaucho, you and I were talking about, a lot of people are going to be on the submission. The submission's actually favored, but Ricky's never been submitted. So I'm jumping on Raul here. I don't like him necessarily on the minus 235. Had him on the money line, but I don't know. More than half Ricky's fights went to decision. I see this one getting long and drawn out. I see it a little bit of a slow start. I think there's going to be a lot of cage time, a lot of cage control for Raul on this one. I don't know. Is Raul's, like you said, he's 8-1. He's got 2 KOs, 5 submission wins. The 5 submission wins, but again, Ricky has never been submitted. So I don't know if that's necessarily going to come into play, but he's coming off the first round win after his loss. I still think he's pissed about that loss. I think it was a split decision, but at 19 years old, he's certainly got a positive future. He's looking to move up in the rankings in this one. He's got a slight reach disadvantage, but again, I think with some of the grappling, I don't think they want to stand and bang in this one. I think it's going to be probably again a lot of control against the fence and things along those lines. But Raul's, he's got the sub skills, but again, Ricky's never been submitted. So I'm thinking Raul here. I saw Raul by decision was plus 200. Over 2.5 on the books was minus 155. So the books are saying it's probably going to go over. And Raul, again, at minus 235, he seems like the guy that's going to end up taking this fight here. I didn't want to take him at minus 235, but Raul by decision at plus 200, I think is the way to go in this one. Another move here is Raul, I believe, is a parlay piece. Throw him in there with a couple of, again, whatever you guys like. I think he's a key within the parlay. So.
I like
That's where I'm rolling.
I like it. We got ourselves a potential stand and banger, but they're going to probably be cheese grating against the fences. I looked at Rosas and the Rosas and the over 2.5 rounds at plus 150 over on DK is not a bad look at that fight as well. If they're going to go into the deep end, why not see if we can't get that plus money opportunity? Turning a minus 250 into a nice plus 150 is never a bad day. And Gaucho, we're going to go and bring us home on this one here. We've got Moises at 18-7, the number 22 fighter, versus number 31 in Klein, 21-4-1. We got ourselves a battle in this opportunity. Talk to us about how you want to get paid in this fight.
Yeah, this should be a fun fight. These are some fun fighters here. I'm going to be on the Klein side. I like Thiago Moises quite a bit. A lot of respect for him. He's fought some of the best. Beaten some great fighters, lost to some great fighters. In some ways, Ludovic Klein is almost a step down in competition. Ludovic Klein hasn't been fighting those, top 10, top 5 guys. And Thiago Moises has been there. He's been in there with the likes of Islam Makhachev and what have you. In this case, it's a bit of a binary fight. I think if Thiago Moises can get the fight to the ground, he's got elite BJJ, and that would be his world. The trouble is, I don't think he's going to. And on the feet, Ludovic Klein's going to win all of the minutes. He came in as a kickboxer, but he has progressed immensely as a grappler and wrestler. And I think he's proven that he can stop takedowns, and I think he will here. Thiago Moises, good as he is at BJJ, he's not the best takedown artist. And Ludovic Klein, the trouble trying to get him to the ground is that he's built like a Ninja Turtle. And Unless you have elite wrestling, it's going to be tough to get the fight there. So I think Ludwig Klein wins this fight, whether it goes to a decision or, extremely powerful leg kicks with this guy. I could see him ending it. He does great body work. So I think he can wear Thiago Moises down with the body work and stuffing the takedowns. He might find a late finish, but minus 125 on the money line. No reason to really mess about too much with props here. I think he gets the job done. So,
yep, I completely agree. And just to jump in on that, as you would say, Moises, he's fought some tough competition. He fought Saint Denis, he lost to Saint Denis, he lost to Joel Alvarez, he lost to Islam. So he's had some tough competition. He's proven that he can certainly hang in there with some of the top guys. But I agree with you. No reason to mess around. I think Klein's going to win this one again. At the minus 140 was or 135. I'm sorry, on my book. I personally, I think that's the way to go as well. No need to mess around with props or anything like that. Yep, I'm on Klein as well.
It looks like if you look at kind of the cash flow and what's happening right now, albeit it's early and it's hard to get a clear picture of what's going on. It looks like as we get closer to fight time, this could swell though. So the opportunity to take Klein early at a nice minus 125 forgoes the ability to have to figure out the props and the finish types to make it worthwhile here. Moises looks like he's climbed out. He opened at a plus 102, is now plus 110. So money seems to be coming in on this Klein side of things. And again, I have to get him early because it looks like it might climb up and get it done, boys. Speaking of getting it done, you did just that. 3 fight breakdowns here. Short, sweet, and to the point, getting everybody content to get themselves ready for this big UFC weekend. Let's talk about what you guys got going on, where they can find you. I know we got the big live stream on Saturday. Subhooman, Gaucho, what's the deal, my guy? What do we got for Saturday? Excited to get this thing going.
Oh man, I am very excited for Saturday. I love playing the prop market, so we'll have lots of props when we jump in there. And of course, Saturday's gonna be a big one. We got the start of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yes, sure.
Yep.
Love watching some hockey with the 2Us. So Saturday's gonna be a great one, man. Well, Belmont earlier in the day. I don't think we'll be live until that's concluded. But Saturday gonna be a day full of sports. And in the meantime, Friday's gonna be a busy one for me. But I'll see everybody Saturday right here.
Sounds good, Jeff. Tell them what you got going on. We got a big Saturday. You're back in action. Where can they find you?
Excited for Saturday, as I mentioned before. As Subhuman mentioned, going to be some props going out there. We're gonna dig in fight by fight as we always do. You guys can follow me on X at JMHockey19. As always, like and subscribe to Sports Money, the new channel. We've been rolling for a couple of weeks now, but we're on the move trying to fine tune some things. And again, join us on turn on the notifications because we're going to be rolling Saturday. We're going to be hit and miss on some of these live opportunities. So turn the notifications on. Make sure you're following along when we go live. Looking forward to Saturday, boys.
We'll see everybody shortly. Jeff said it on the head there. Go out, follow Sports Money, turn the notifications on, and anytime we go live, you'll be notified. You don't want to miss out. We cash better than the rest, and nobody does it better than these guys here. So looking forward to seeing everybody again later this weekend here. Good luck with the rest of your week, and we'll see you guys on Saturday.